Hello students, in the last video we have discussed about the structure of human excretory system. In this video let us discuss about the structure of the nephron, the formation of urine and excretion in plants. First we will discuss about the structure of nephron. See, this is the structure of nephron. Here you can observe the different parts which are present in the nephron. Kidney is the main excretory organ present in the human beings. The structural and functional unit of kidney is called as nephron, or nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. In human beings, a pair of kidneys are present on either side of the vertebral column. Each kidney contains about 1.5 million nephrons, blood vessels, nerves, connective tissues, etc. That means in each kidney about 1.5 million nephrons are present. And these nephrons are present very close to each other. The filtration of blood takes place in the kidneys. In human beings, the nitrogenous waste such as urea or uric acid are removed from the blood in the kidneys. Kidneys contains the structural and functional unit called nephron. This is the structure of nephron. Nephron consists of a double-walled, cup-shaped structure called Bowman's capsule. Nephron consists of double-walled, means two-layered, cup-shaped structure called Bowman's capsule. And this Bowman's capsule encloses highly branched knot of blood vessels called glomerulus. This is a double-walled cup-shaped structure called Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule encloses or surrounds highly branched knot of blood vessels called glomerulus. Means glomerulus are present or surrounded by the Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus along with the Bowman's capsule is called Malpighian body or renal corpuscle. Bowman's capsule along with glomerulus is called as renal corpuscles or Malpighian body. Next to this Bowman's capsule, the coiled part of the nephron is present, and the highly coiled part of the nephron, which is 15 millimeter long, present immediately next to the Bowman's capsule, is called as Proximal Convoluted Tubule or PCT. PCT or Proximal Convoluted Tubule is 15 millimeter long, and it is the highly coiled part of the nephron present immediately next to the Bowman's capsule. Next to this PCT or Proximal Convoluted Tubule, the longest part of the nephron is present, that is called Henle's loop. The longest part of the nephron which is present between PCT and DCT or distal convoluted tubule is called Henle's loop. Henle's loop. and this Henle's loop is U-shaped. It is U-shaped. And this Henle's loop contains descending limb and ascending limb. Henle's loop contains descending limb and ascending limb, which is present between PCT and DCT, or distal convoluted tubule. Next to this Henle's loop, less coiled region is present, that is called DCT, or distal convoluted tubule. Compared to PCT, PCT is highly coiled portion. DCT, or distal convoluted tubule, is less coiled, and it is present next to the Henle's loop. The distal convoluted tubule open into tubular structure that is called collecting duct. Distal convoluted tubule opens into tubular structure called collecting duct, or next to the DCT, collecting duct is present. Many collecting duct converge. Many collecting duct converge means join together, and together they enter into the renal pelvis. Renal pelvis is nothing but it's a part of the kidney. Means all the filtrate formed by the nephron together enters into a portion of the kidney called renal pelvis. This is about the structure of the nephron. And here you can observe afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. Afferent and efferent arteriole. These two arteriole are the part of the renal artery. Afferent and efferent are the part or the branches of the renal artery. This afferent arteriole is wider arteriole, and glomerulus receives the blood through this wide afferent arteriole, whereas the efferent arteriole is narrow. It's a narrow, and it drains the blood from the glomerulus, or blood moves away from the glomerulus through this efferent arteriole, which is narrow one. Efferent is narrow, afferent arteriole is wider arteriole. Both afferent and efferent arteriole are the branches of renal artery. It is one of the blood vessel which supply the blood to the kidney. This is about the structure of the nephron. Next one is urine formation. In human beings, the formation of urine takes place in different parts of the nephron. And the formation of urine mainly involves 3 steps, such as glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption, and tubular secretion. Glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption, and tubular secretion are the 3 main steps which comes under the formation of urine. In the first step, called glomerular filtration, the filtration of the blood takes place in the glomerulus. The filtration of the blood takes place in the 3 different layers of the glomerulus, hence it is called as glomerular filtration. About 1100 to 1200 ml of blood gets filtered by the kidneys per minute. Per minute, around 1100 to 1200 ml of blood gets filtered by the kidneys. Here, blood passes through three different layers of the glomerulus and finally it forms the filtrate. That is called glomerular filtrate. In a healthy individual, approximately 125 ml per minute of glomerular filtrate is produced. Means in a healthy individual per minute about 125 ml of glomerular filtrate is produced. That means about 180 liters of filtrate is produced per day. Second step is tubular reabsorption. The glomerular filtrate contains some of the essential substances like glucose, amino acid, sodium, potassium, etc. These are essential components, means body requires the nutrients like glucose, amino acids, etc. So such essential substances are reabsorbed. Essential substances are reabsorbed by the different parts of the nephron. And more amount of water is also present in the glomerular filtrate. That water is also reabsorbed by the different parts of the nephron. And the reabsorption of water is dependent on the body condition. That means if body is well hydrated, then less amount of water reabsorption takes place from the glomerular filtrate by the different parts of the nephron. If body is dehydrated, means not well hydrated, then more amount of water reabsorption or more water reabsorption takes place from the PCT or Henle's loop or from the DCT. It depends on the condition of the body. Then next step is tubular secretion. Third step is tubular secretion. It is the secretion of substances from the tubular cells into the filtrate. Means the waste like hydrogen ion, potassium ion, nitrogenous waste like ammonia, urea or creatinine, some toxic substances, if these waste are left in the tubular cells, then the leftover, the waste are again released or secreted into the filtrate. That is called tubular secretion. Finally, it forms the concentrated urine. Tubular reabsorption means reabsorption of the essential substances present in the filtrate. Tubular secretion is nothing but the release or secretion of the waste present in the tubular cells into the filtrate. Finally, it forms the concentrated urine. Means urine with less water and more nitrogenous waste or toxic substances. This is about the formation of urine. Then last concept is excretion in plants. How does excretion takes place in plants? In plants, oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. So the exchange of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in plants. Then more amount of water present in the plant body goes out by the process called transpiration. Transpiration is the process by which excess of water present in the plant goes out. Other than this, the various metabolic waste or waste products produced during the various metabolism like nitrogenous waste products, organic acids, tannins, resins, latex, gums, etc. are excreted from the plant body by various mechanisms. The waste products present in the plant bodies are nitrogenous waste products, organic acids, tannins, resins, latex, gums, etc. And all these wastes are produced during various metabolic activities in the plant bodies. Excretion of these wastes takes place by various mechanisms in plants. In plant body, waste products are stored in older leaves, and these older leaves soon fall off. That means excretion of waste by the falling off of leaf. Then second one is old xylem. Resins, gums, tannins and other waste products are deposited in the old xylem, and this old xylem then becomes non-functional. Soon it becomes non-functional. Then third one is bark. Bark consists of dead cells, and bark is peeled off periodically. That means excretion of the dead cells or removal of the dead cells takes place when the bark is peeled off. Tannins and other waste are also deposited in the bark. Dead cells, tannins and other waste are deposited in the bark. This bark peeled off periodically. Then fourth one is central vacuole. Most of the plant waste products are stored in the central vacuole. Then this waste goes out of the plant body due to the tonoplast. Tonoplast is the covering of the vacuole. And this tonoplast is selectively permeable membrane which removes or it excretes the waste products present inside the vacuole. Then last one is root excretion. Some of the waste substances are excreted by the plants in the region of their roots. That means roots release the waste to their surroundings, or the roots of the plant excretes some of the waste substances into the soil which is present around them. This is about structure of nephron, formation of urine and excretion in plants. This completes the topic excretion as well as life process chapter. Thank you.